What up guys, Kevin here again today with another video. For today's video guys, I'm going to go over Cal Newport's book called Deep Work. Now if you guys haven't read out his book, make sure you check it out because he basically talks about how you could spend a lot of time on doing certain tasks and wasting a lot of time, and how other ways you can get very focused. So let's start off by talking about exactly what quality work is. So high quality work basically equals the time spent multiplied by the intensity of that focus towards that time spent. So how many hours in a day are you putting in multiplied by the actual focus and intensity in those hours, because you want to actually make them productive. Now we can break this down into two ways of unproductivity and productive. So we have deep work, which is things like creating value to your life, okay? Improves a specific set skill that's going to help the quality of your life, and usually it'll generate some type of financial income to help you have a successful life. Now, shallow work or work that's not really valuable to you is low value, okay? It's usually consumerism of media. It's easy to replicate and can usually take you off of your high work or quality work off task because it distracts you towards you. Okay guys, now in the next clip, I'm actually going to erase all this. I'm going to write down my 5 steps towards gaining deep work. Okay guys, so I wrote down my 5 points here. I'm going to go into a lot of detail, so make sure you guys stay tuned, pay attention, get a pen and a paper out and write these things down, okay guys? So starting with number 1 here is going to be choose work philosophy. Now what I'm talking about is when I say philosophy, it's basically like managing what you're doing, okay? So what is the philosophy of work that you're around? Okay, what is the surrounding of your work? Okay, maybe you're in a business center, maybe you work at a desk job and you're at an office and you need to write a lot of papers, okay? So I want you to have a rhythmic routine, meaning that you know the specific days that you're gonna do this, or you have some type of a plan and you know about how it's gonna go. Your boss gives you a schedule, this is due in a month, okay? So if I have a month to complete this task, what is the philosophy around it in the sense of what is my rhythm of how I'm going to get this task finished? And that kind of leads on to my second one right here, which is going to be make deep work a habit. Okay, so once you kind of establish some type of, okay, I have 4 weeks to have this, or the deadline's in 4 weeks, I'm going to now set this up on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. will be my work time. Now, in between that 9 to 4 p.m., I'm going to have my specific rituals. Where am I going to work? Okay, I'm going to be at the desk. Okay? Or maybe I'm allowed to take my work to my house, or I'm allowed to take my work somewhere outside. The time, I'm going to work from, say you have an 8-hour shift of work and you have some extra time. Well, I'm going to work from after work from 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m., 1 hour on this specific task of work. Now these become rituals in the sense that you have 4 weeks overall to get this finished. We want to set up a weekly and a daily and an hourly basis on how to go about these rituals. Or these tasks. You want to turn them into rituals, meaning you keep them consistent over and over. You can also have little things on like what could be part of your ritual. Like I like to have fasted black coffee in the morning to ignite my brain, to allow me to get into deeper work, to allow me, like we said before, to have more time and more intense focus towards that specific work. And then the how is kind of how all of it ties together. How are we going to manage and set this up to have the most productive and efficient work? Now moving on to the third one right here guys is execute like a business. So have a business mentality. Now I wrote down a couple points here, and money wise, okay, how much money do I need to make this month? Pages per week, how many pages do I need to write? Remember I was saying if you're in the field of writing articles, how many calls do I need to make for clientele? To talk to people, okay? Consultations, these are just little examples I'm giving, is that you're thinking like a business now, okay? You're thinking on how am I gonna grow? What would a business do in this task? Okay, what would a business do to help grow financially to increase my income? Okay, I need to do 5x more than my companions, okay, to actually be successful. Okay, people that are focused versus being very deeply focused have different work schedules. They put 10x more than the person beside them. Now this is why these 2 first steps prior to this are very important, because you want to have a routine specific rituals to help your routine, and now thinking like a business and typing how many consultations do I need to do, how many calls, how many papers do I need to write, how many posts for Instagram, how many YouTube videos, how many times do I need to go train, right? These are all examples of, well, what am I gonna do and how can I maximize this to become better, better, better and more efficient in my task? How can I grow on a business? How can I expand at a bigger level? Okay, these are all tasks that you need to sit down with yourself, manage your time, like I said before, to be able to maximize every single moment while you're doing this. Now this moves on to my fourth one, guys, which is remove any distractions, okay? We all know that, especially nowadays, with people being everywhere around you, food all over the place, social media, you know, we're getting flashed on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. You want to remove distractions. You want to minimize. Maybe you're in a house with a lot of loud parents, a lot of your dog's barking all the time, there's construction, whatever the case is, okay? I want you to find your spot. Maybe you have a spot in your house that's very quiet. Maybe you have a spot down at the library. It's very quiet. You have your little spot there. Maybe you can go outside. Maybe you enjoy it in nature and you know a spot where it's not loud. Point is get away, okay? Another little thing you can do is use headphones. Now, headphones are an amazing thing. You can actually be at work, have your headphones on without the music playing, and people are going to think you're listening to music. But you actually have your headphones on, which is kind of dimming out some of that sound, and it allows you to be more focused and get deeper into your work, okay? Now, you also have things like, I kind of talked about everything. It's, the point is that this is kind of back to managing, is that you need to know this. Like, I know the days I'm working, I know the hours I'm working, and I also know that these hours are most efficient for me because I can minimize the distractions, okay? So, reverting back to number one, all of these things, if you're starting to pay attention, is starting to kind of like intertwine with each other, how they all benefit each other, but you need to start with the top by managing everything. And now the last one on my list, guys, and I believe is one of the most important that people, part of deep work, will get confused, is use your extra time to enhance your life. Now that doesn't mean to do more work, you can, but personally, I like to just relax. I like to focus on my recovery, my rest, my nutrition. It's the same thing like building muscles or training. You need to make sure you have a diet and water intake and rest to help stimulate or maximize the rest of your day. Kind of like I said in the morning, I like to be fasted when I train. I also like to be fasted when I do my work because I'm mentally much more clear, more focused. This is my personal preference, okay? I like to have a black coffee. I like to have some type of stimulant in the morning. It suppresses my appetite and it increases my cognitive focus, okay? On top of that, I have a very high nutrient-based food that helps support the rest of my day, so I have high levels of energy and I'm not crashing throughout the day. I don't have a lot of sugar throughout the day, okay? And I make sure that I get a lot of sleep. Like, rest is absolutely huge and fundamental to have deep focus. A lot of times people aren't able to focus because they're very stressed and they're getting 3 to 4 hours of sleep because maybe they're on their phone very late. Maybe they're not taking time off. Maybe they're stressed about the next business call because they didn't manage, like I said, being in those 4 weeks, right? They didn't manage it properly, so they're cramming everything into the last week. So all of these things together, guys, they add up, they build up, and it's what's going to cumulatively make you get into that super intensive deep work. It's going to help maximize the time that you're in that work to produce the most amount of work and the most amount of income and growth for yourself or for your business. Okay, guys, so just to recap the 5 steps of deep work. Number 1 is choose work philosophy, meaning rhythmic. When is it? When is the due date? How am I going to get this done? 2 is we're going to go into a little bit more detail and make deep work a habit. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, from this time to this time, I'm going to use these specific tasks like coffee, zoning myself out to maximize it. Make it a habit, meaning keep this consistent now going every single day. Do not break the pattern because the more you do it, the better you become at it. 4th one is going to be minimize distractions, get away from home, get away from the people, put on some headphones, get in your zone. And the last one, guys, number 5, is recovery. Rest, relax, nutrients, completely just take your mind off, shut off your brain, and repeat this process. Okay, guys? If you enjoyed this video or helped you guys out, make sure you smash the like button and subscribe to the channel because more videos like this come out every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, like you guys know. Other than that, guys, hope you guys have an amazing day and stay tuned till next time. Seek greatness, guys, and peace.